We've talked about Valorant and whether or not it's going to be the CSGO killer or the Overwatch killer or neither. And there's a lot of you guys out there with a bunch of mixed opinions. We've already talked about this as well. Some of you hate this game. Some of you love this game. Some of you want to love this game or something like that. But we've also talked about Overwatch's steady decline, which Valorant is definitely not going to help out with. And the folks over at OfflineTV seem to agree because they uploaded their typical podcast yesterday when Pokimane in it, she says that she thinks that Valorant is going to be the Overwatch killer.
Yeah, when you look at the games that you play with friends, it's like actually it's so small. Like if you have like a full lobby, you could play Overwatch together, you could play CS:GO together, but like it's kind of League of Legends even is like kind of weird. But like I feel like it's easier to play a game like Valorant, right? Whereas it's a new game, so there's so much hype around it, and I think Valorant's gonna be one of those games where like you can potentially just pop off randomly, like anyone, and then you can also hard carry your friends if you're good, right?
Yeah.
So it's like
really cool moments.
Yeah, where I feel like that's not true for a lot of the team-based games right now. Like Overwatch, like you're not carrying if their team is better, right?
That makes sense. Yeah, that's interesting.
Might be the Overwatch killer.
The Overwatch killer?
I think. Do you think there needs to be a game for that to happen?
Oh shit! Come on.
Yeah, Overwatch is kind of
like when I think about it, and I think about kind of Overwatch's decline, this is just going to be the last nail in the coffin, really.
I mean, Overwatch kind of just ruined their competitive league with their just how it was set up, because it's like you have to fly to places to play.
Oh, I would hate to be an Overwatch.
And then they inflate their numbers, and then they sell it to sponsors, and then the sponsors are like, something's not adding up, and then Twitch paid for the rights to the first year. And then after first year, they're like, wait, you know.
And the teams paid an insane buy-in just to be a team in the league.
Yeah.
So.
You got $30 million. Where are you putting your money in? What like company in the scene? I'm curious.
What company in the scene do I put my money in?
I mean, he's under TSM. That's not fair.
I think I feel like the question is, or the answer is like the most obvious one. Which is Valorant. Honestly, it's like I would put all my money on it. I would flip that coin so hard.
Skara says that there doesn't need to be a game coming out for Overwatch to die, which I'm not gonna lie. When I heard that, I was like, I kind of giggled to myself a little bit because he's not entirely wrong. And then you've got Pokimane saying that she thinks that Valorant is going to be the last nail in the coffin for Overwatch. And then everyone else kind of hops in. You got Disguised Toast saying that the formatting for OWL, they messed it up straight from the start. They messed it up with all the travel costs and just everything about it, having to travel so far and all that money is required. And then Pokimane even mentions the insane buy-ins for teams, which are very expensive. Very freaking expensive. And then Skara asks that question. He pops that question to Myth and he says, $30 million. What do you pretty much put your money into? And Myth goes, the obvious answer is Valorant. So at this point, it's obvious that they all believe that Blizzard messed up with Overwatch pretty much right from the start. So it brings up a point being that Riot needs to be careful with how they maintain their esports scene for Valorant, as well as not just disappoint fans with a bad game, and maybe look at Overwatch and kind of see what not to do. Not that Overwatch is a bad game. However, I'm pretty sure most can agree that they messed up pretty bad with their esports scene, and I guess as of recent, balance issues have been a thing. But I gotta say, I really admire Myth for his skepticism, because he's not just hopping straight on the bandwagon, you know, just jumping on the hype train just because, even though I myself am kind of doing that a bit. You know, I'm really excited for this game, but I gotta give it to him. You know, he's not getting ahead of himself. He wants to get his hands on the game first before coming to any conclusions. And, you know, we've talked about this before, okay? But with more information coming out about Valorant, as more and more is released, I want to ask if you guys agree with Pokimane and that this game will be the Overwatch killer. You know, do you think it'll be kind of like the last nail in the coffin for Overwatch for an already dying game, or do you just disagree? You know, do you think that Overwatch will be just fine? And for those of you who do actively play Overwatch, I want to hear your guys' opinion specifically. When Valorant comes out, do you think that maybe you're going to continue playing Overwatch, or do you think that you'll give Valorant a try, maybe even consider switching over it? And if so, what about Valorant appeals to you, and what would actually make you switch? I want to hear you guys' opinions. Please drop them down below, because I'm gonna head out now. It's kind of getting late. It's not really late. I'm just a sleepy boy. I'm tired, all right? So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I will be seeing you all very soon. So take it easy. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.